Well, hello, Plannerettes. Nice of you to join me wherever you are tuning in. If you are on Instagram, make sure you say hello. And if you are on YouTube, same thing. If you are here with me live in the chat, don't be shy. Let us know where you are tuning in from. And then I am here in Sydney. It is actually technically Saturday morning, the 7th of December, um, 12 a.m. So midnight. And of course, with all my, sleeping patterns, I am just all over the place, but I do enjoy catching up with you. So today what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be hole punching my A5 planner pages that I need to put into my A5 ring planner, hoping to, fingers crossed, get ready for 2025. I'm not getting too stressed about it. I'll just go as whatever happens. If I'm ready, I'm ready. If not, so if you are in the same position where you feel like you're feeling overwhelmed, you don't have everything sorted, it's okay. Take it easy, right? So just keep calm and plan on. All right. So that's the theme of the end of this year, is just take some deep breaths and just take it easy. So yeah, let me know where you are tuning in from, wherever you are, whether you're tuning in on Instagram or on YouTube. Hillary is good afternoon from Sweden. Nice to see you. The best notification. Woohoo! Thank you so much. Now, I'm not sure why again the Instagram comments are not showing up on my little software, but I will try my best to go back and have a look at the chat. Best notification. Thank you so much. My mantra, exactly. What was that one? That was the keep calm and plan on. And we have Ridey here, morning in the USA on a Friday morning, watching you while at work. Let me see if this comes up. Fantastic. All right, look, I'm gonna bring you to my desk. And so bear with me as I try and figure out. I've got so many different screens open, but we're going to keep this nice and simple for you. So I have printed some of my A5 planner pages that I need to pop into my A5 planner. So I've got, my things right now for December, but I do have some of my planner pages missing. So I printed them out, and then I will be hole punching them. I won't do a full flip through of my A5 today. I do have one planned. I'm hoping maybe I'll do that on my Monday, your Sunday, if you're in North America, and go through what planner pages I'll have. But today it's really just, take you along with me while I hole punch the pages. And what I'm going to do as well is give you some tips on how to hole punch your planner pages, whether it's a ring planner or maybe a disc bound planner and you don't have the fancy hole punches available. For a long while, I didn't have these hole punches. I just used a single hole punch or one of those double hole punch, and then just, hole punched the holes. How many times I'm going to say hole punch today? One at a time. So I will show you that as well. So if you go, oh, I don't have any of those, and sometimes these things can be a little bit pricey if you're not up to spending all that money yet, especially with Christmas and the holidays upon us, where budget is, whether it's tight or we only have certain amounts that we have allocated. So do keep watching, because I will show you the different things to do. All right, so let me just make sure I have everything all sorted. Fantastic. Team joined. Okay, here we go. All right, so I use, for majority of my planner pages, I use A5, and this is for December, and I'm probably most likely be taking this into January. It is my A5 Filofax Pop Organiser in the color Clover. So it's this nice soft faux leather like cover, and it's got this, as the name suggests, pop of color, this great sort of like felt lining inside. But today, let's get into some hole punching. Thank you so much for joining me if you are on Instagram as well as on YouTube. So I'm going to start off with these ones. Now, if you do want to check out my planner pages, I do have my Shopify store. I've got the QR code right there. So if you want to screen grab, or if you're watching on a different device, take a photo to take you directly to my shop. Again, you don't have to have any of these if you just want to keep watching and just, have a peruse, have a sneaky peek of what other people are doing. But if you do want to buy any of my planner printables, I have them in A5, Happy Planner Classic, letter size, personal, and I think I have one or two pocket size ones. Okay, so I'm going to start off with my Wheel of Life goals tracker. So I have these available, one for 2025 if you want to create, one umbrella goals for the whole of the year, and I do also have individual ones. So I normally print on 120 GSM weighted paper, and that is thick enough. I think that's 32-pound paper if you are in a different country. That is thick enough for you to be able to use highlighters, markers, especially pigmented ones that will not bleed through or ghost on the other side of the page. So of course, the thicker the paper, the more pulp more grams per square meter, which means then you can use really pigmented highlighters and markers. So I've just hole punched the 6 holes for the ring planner. Now this is the We Are Memory Keepers. I think they've now the company have changed their name to We Are Makers. We Are Makers. And so this is an adjustable hole punch. And the beauty of this is because I do use A5, personal size, pocket, mini, you can adjust these little levers here. So then it can make the holes closer together for your smaller planner pages, or for the A5 wide apart. And then that way, I don't know if you can see, so it has personal, desk, fax. I think that's a different, another size planner. A5, what's that one say? A6, does that say A6? Yeah, A6, agenda, and then there's pocket and mini. Okay, so then I adjust mine. I always check before I hole punch anything that these levers are correctly set, because you don't want to be printing out your planner pages and then hole punching along and then it's set at the wrong setting, and then of course it won't fit into your ring planner. So always check twice before hole punching, same way that you would, measure twice, cut once, right? So A5. And then the great thing with this one is, you know how if you ever had the, just the 2 hole punch, and I know what I would do normally is sometimes they'll have a little arrow marking in the middle, so then that's where you would put the middle of your page. Normally you would fold your page in half, align it with the middle of the hole punch, and then you will know that the hole punch will be aligned in the middle, nice and straight. And so with this one, with this adjustable hole punch, see, I've got all the hole punch coming out from the little casing. Where are we? There is I'm going to see if you can see this. The light might be shining on it. There's a little markings where you would slide this little lever. So then that way you can align your planner pages properly, so then these hole punch are in the middle. So this is why I like the We Are Memory Keeper hole punch. I'm sure there are comparable ones that might be, a different price range. So do check it out. I have this available in my Amazon US storefront, so you can check that out. So you can M2, pocket, mini, A6, desk fax, personal, A5, and then as well as A4 and A3. Okay, so what you would do, so for me, I would make sure that it is aligned. So there's the A5, and it sort of like will click onto itself. So let me see if I can be quiet for a second. So then you know that it's right in the middle. Sometimes I've actually hole punched and it wasn't right in the correct setting, and then of course it misaligned my hole punch. They were still at the right spacing, but they were a little bit further down. So of course when I pop it in my planner, they're not right in the middle. So this one, We Are Memory Keeper, not only can you adjust the holes to hole punch different size planner pages, it also has a paper alignment. So then that way, when you hole punch your page, what you do is you slide it in there, and then see how at the top here, it just stops your planner pages right there, and then you can hole punch and you will know that these holes will be aligned in the middle. Hello, Elle. Nice to see you. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you being here. Lots and lots of hearts. And cold in New England. Yes, very cold. Very hot here in Sydney, Australia. And of course, if you are joining me on Instagram, hello, how are you? Thank you so much. Don't be shy. Please say hello in the, add your comment in the Instagram comment box. All right, so this one is my 52-week savings challenge. So if you do follow me on Instagram, you would have seen that I'm starting to post again budgeting or savings challenges, because I have been, I haven't been putting any effort into doing any of the savings or budgeting at all. And so I want to make sure that I do that, because it's important that, when I'm not just spending my money willy-nilly, or, not planning for it, because then I know personally that would get me in trouble where I'm just going, oh yeah, there's money in there, or maybe I'll spend $10 here, $20 there. But really important that, so I'm printing out my 52-week savings challenge. Again, for those of you that have just joined me, this live stream is in particular is just to take you along with me as I hole punch the planner pages that I'm putting into my A5 planner that I will need for 2025. I will do a full planner, A5 planner flip through on my YouTube channel. I'm hoping my Monday, maybe your Sunday, and then go through exactly what each page is for. But if you do have any questions now, please let me know. Oh, look at my hair. Let me know, pop it in the comment section, so then I can answer them for you. So if you want to have that burning question right now, I can answer it, time permitting, and then make sure that it is something that and curiosity will be answered. So okay, let's get back into it. So this is my 52-week savings challenge, available in my shop. So what I normally do with my planner printables is, once I've hole punched it, I grab a pair of scissors, and then I make little cuts. Okay, let me get closer. I make little cuts on my planner pages like this. So, it's very similar to how, like how the disc bound hole punches are. So then you can remove your planner pages from your ring planner without opening or closing the ring mechanism. And this is really important to keep the integrity of your planner, of your ring planner, because when you open and close these things, often, whether you're removing pages or popping in pages, it can create a little gap in your ring planner. So you don't want to do that, because then if there was even the tiniest gap when you're turning your page, it can slip through, and then it's like, oh, it's so annoying. And so you want to make sure that to keep the integrity of your hole punching, your ring mechanism, just a little tip, cut little slits like that into your hole punch, and then instead of opening and closing this, all you got to do is look, press it in, right? And then it just pops in nice and easy. And then if you want to remove this one, you can take it off and put it back in, especially if you're maybe a lefty or if you want to write something closer to the edge. And I know sometimes, these rings get in the way. You want to make sure that instead of opening and closing your rings all the time, you can just go and pop that in. What do we think? Give this video a like if you think that is a great tip, especially if you do have ring planners. Oh, and for safety reasons as well, I have caught my finger a few times. I'm good now because I have been using it for a while, but sometimes when you do open and close this and you close it and then you don't move your finger quick enough, you can catch it right there and it is painful. It's like it's like as if it's a paper cut, the tiniest little pinch or the tiniest little cut, yet it's the most painful and you'll have a throwing finger for a while there. So that's how I one of the tips that I have when it comes to hole punching my planner pages for my ring planners. All right. Hello, Catherine in YouTube. Thank you so much for joining me. Good morning from rural New York State, USA. Heavy snow this morning. Thank you for this tutorial. My pleasure. Make sure you rug up. I am here in Sydney, Australia, and in Sydney itself, so it's close to the water, we do not get snow. And probably it gets cold here. Forgive me if I can't convert it into Fahrenheit. Probably the coldest anyway this winter was probably 9 degrees Celsius. So, just one layer jacket and maybe a beanie would be enough. But we've never had snow in Sydney. So, make sure if you are wherever you are in your neck of the woods, rug up. Make sure you are, get those big jumpers and where are we? Where did I go? Where did I go? Get those big jumpers and all your scarves and your mittens and your gloves and your beanie and your earmuffs, and just make sure you keep yourself comfortable in the cold and in the snow. So really, really important. Thank you for joining me, Catherine. And hello, Lisa. Thank you so much for joining me over at YouTube. I don't know why my lovely Instagram comments are not showing up on my Ecamm software. They did say they were having issues, unless I'm doing something wrong, I don't know. But on Instagram I have Megan saying, cutting in the punch, won't it wear off? Well, no. For me, again, it depends on the thickness of your paper. Great question, Megana. I hope I'm saying your name right. So the 80 grams 80 GSM, or I think that's a 28-pound paper, because it is thinner, it may wear off depending on how often you take it in and out of your planner. But I normally keep my planner pages in my planner, for the 2 months. So of course it will depend on how, often you are flipping your planner pages. And if you do have chunky planners, as in you do have a lot of planner pages in your ring planner, then of course, when you're flipping your pages a lot and you do have the slits cut into it, then it may wear off. And if that's the case and you do have thinner paper and you do want to keep your planner pages in there a lot longer, and then that's when you can get those, the reinforcers for the hole punch. So again, it'll just depend on how often you need to take your planner pages in and out of your ring planner, as well as the thickness and how much pages you have in your planner. But brilliant observation and question. I love it. I love it. All right, so anything else on Instagram? Can you give a tip for filling up the wheel of life? We sometimes keep a big story, but to make it, it has to be simple, right? Yes. I have, like I said, I will go through that in more detail. And what I might do is I might go and actually do a maybe a separate reel on about my wheel of life and keeping it simple. So instead of planning, let me have a look, wheel of life goals. and keeping it simple. Let me make a note of that, or else I will forget. Keeping it simple. But really, if you feel like trying to create too many goals for yourself, whether now or the beginning of the year, stick to 1 to 2 goals. Because if you have too many focus, that's trying to the analogy I use is, you know how that at circuses, and you have people trying to balance the plate, spinning plate on the stick, and they've got a few going at the same time, right? Unless you are a professional and you've done it for a while, trying to have too many goals for yourself is trying to keep all those plates spinning on that stick. So to keep it simple, what is the 1 or 2 things that you want to improve, you want to get better at, or you want to replace in the new year? And keep it at that. So then that way you can keep it, be more consistent with it, rather than I have to read, I have to go and exercise, I have to go and visit my friends and family, I have to be financially have good financial well-being, I have to make sure I do well at work, make sure my house is nice and clean, make sure that I am being spiritual and being mindful, right? So with this wheel of life, there is 7 key areas of focus, but if you try and do it all at the same time and you already have a lot on your plate, then you are going to set yourself up for failure. So for me, I keep it very simple. Let me see, what do I have? So for me, like for example, the mental goal is just to read 10 minutes a day. That's something I can achieve. If I can't do it, maybe 5 minutes. Okay, physical, get outside for 5 minutes. So if you do want to have more than 1 to 2 goals to achieve or to try and work on into the new year, or right now, don't wait until the new year, you can start right now, right? Is keep it simple, start small, and then, because the goal is not so much to be exercising, but it is to to lose the weight or do workouts, is be consistent. Can I do this 3 times a week? Can I do this every day? Can I do this 5 times a week? It's the goal first, is the getting that consistency. So I hope that helped out that question, but thank you for that. I will give more of a detailed run through of how I personally do my goals, and I go by month to month, because hey, I don't even know what I'm doing tomorrow, let alone what I'm going to be doing for the whole of 2025. And if history has told us, who knows what happens each and every year, let alone each and every month. Excellent. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for starting to follow me. I am new to this planner guide. I want to be creative like you and the money challenge. Thank you for sharing your thoughts and knowledge. You're so, so very welcome. Okay, so let me just quickly have a look at the chat. Elle says, New York got crazy amounts of snow. Hello, Create Scrapbooks. Thank you so much for joining me. And Catherine says to Elle, it's a bit early for the amounts we got in the last few days, and we had a really prolonged and wild fall, so it's more of a shock to the system. Yes, well, with all these things. And here in Sydney, Australia, December is the start of our summer season, but honestly, it's already in the 30 degrees Celsius, when normally we would see early 20 degrees. So it's already very hot and very humid here in Sydney. It's very, very humid. All right. So far I've got my Wheel of Life goals tracker and my 52 week savings challenge. Again, if you do not follow me yet on Instagram, make sure you do, or on YouTube, where I will be more go through these different things in depth. I am going to go back to doing weekly live streams. So scheduled ones will be Sunday for my North American friends, but for me here in Sydney, Australia, it's 5 a.m. on a Monday morning. um, and those would be the scheduled ones. But I do want to do more impromptu ones like this now that I do have, you know, my little desk and cameras all set up nice and easy. I can just jump on, because it is a little bit difficult to try and you know, go live, and when, you know, I've got my household to think of as well. They're being good enough to, you know, be quiet while mum's doing her video. And so especially for my younger son, who's 15 turning 16 at the end of this month, he's on the autism spectrum, so trying to get him to do something for a long period of time. You know, he's already very patient and he's very, very good. But sometimes he'll go, Mom, can I come out now? And it's like, yes, you can. All right. So the next set of pages that I have is my to-do list. On YouTube, I have a dedicated video talking about how I use a running to-do list like this to help me manage the overwhelm. So if you're finding you have a lot of tasks and a lot of things to do and you're just feeling like lost, overwhelmed, this one pager helps keep your to-do list on the one page, and then you can start assigning the task on, you know, a particular days of the week. So then that way you get to see, oh, I've already got lots on Wednesday, so what you need to do, don't put any more on your plate. Go and put it on a Friday, go put it on a Saturday. And you can also then, you know, see from a bird's eye point of view that, you know what, Sundays I don't do anything because that's my time off or my day off. So don't go and allocate any tasks or to-dos for you. But again, I'll make sure I'll pop that on YouTube, the video. And if people are watching later on YouTube, I'll pop a card at the top. So to do list. Okay, so if you do not follow me yet on the YouTube the channel, if you're on Instagram, make sure you do. Look, I even got a QR code for you, and I've even embedded myself on my YouTube page. You want to make sure that this, while you are watching me, you are also enjoying yourself. Okay, so YouTube channel, little QR code right there sends you straight. So I normally do the, you know, if you're on your iPhone, do the screen grab or screen what is it, the volume and the on off button. Okay, so there we go. Me and the desk phone, my to-do list, dedicated one. Now, one of the things I love to do on my have in my A5 planner is fun trackers. This stems from my bullet journaling days. So I started bullet journaling back in 2017, and the way I would bullet journal is the way, you know, that you would see now, where everyone embellished their pages with beautiful trackers, beautiful things. So I had, you know, I would hand draw these on dotted blank pages. And so I thought, hey, I could do the same and just have it already pre-printed. And so these are my little Polaroid tracker. I normally use this to track my Instagram followers, so then I can see my progress and celebrate the wins. You can also use this maybe for, you know, if you're saving up. For me, I'm going to be using this as my YouTube tracker. So I'll keep an eye out on how many new subscribers I'm getting. So then it helps remind me. Trackers are great for you to see your progress. Sometimes I know it can be counter productive, is that the word? Where you might start to go, oh, I'm not progressing well, and then you might be demotivated because you don't. But it's a great way to motivate you to go, you know what, every little improvement counts, every little progress counts, and then let's keep going. Let's fill in another tracker. Let's color in another box. And so for me, this will be, I'm going to put a nice title up here that says YouTube. So then I know, wow, I'm getting new subscribers. I better go, and, you know, this will help motivate me to go on more lives, to create more videos for you. And so this is how I'm going to use it. But I did have, when I first started on Instagram, I had Instagram tracker. So really, really good. Let me quickly double check the chat. Megan, I hope I'm saying it correctly. I have one question on the to-do list. Sometimes you feel lazy and you may end up not doing that day or 2 days, maybe a week. How will you do that? So really, if you start finding yourself moving tasks from one day to the next, to the next, to the next, what you need to ask yourself, okay, is how important is it to you? If you are moving it day in, day out, maybe this is not the week for you to do it. Maybe other important things take priority. Don't be hard on yourself. Or you go, is this something that I need to do? Or can I delegate it? Can I ask for help? I've had a lot of my followers and a lot of my Plannerettes community, when I ask them, just because it's on your to-do list doesn't mean you are the one who has to do it. So for me, I know if the bathroom needs to get cleaned, I will go ask my older son, can you please clean your bathroom? Can you please vacuum the kitchen? Or I'll ask my husband, it's like, oh, can you do this for me? Can you research something for me? Or can you go and, fill in the, whatever it is for whatever the school activity for, my sons. Just because it's on your to-do list doesn't mean you're the one who has to do it all. Yes, things might need to get done, but you can delegate. Delegate is your friend. Okay. Or you might go, you know what? I have a lot already on my plate this week. I've got things for work. I've got projects. I've got school stuff. I've got blah, blah, whatever it is. This is not the week. But if it's still important to you, maybe move it to next week. Maybe move it to next month. But if you start to see day in, week out, the number one question is, how important is it for me to get this done? Is it my priority, or is it someone else's priority? Because my boss says it, my colleague says I have to do this. So start thinking that. That is a really good way for you to make sure to ask yourself, if you are not actioning it and moving it all the time, how important is it? So I found myself where I have gone, oh, I have to move. I've written that task already last week and the previous week, and I'm going, mustn't be important, or it's something that can be done by someone else. Great question. I'm loving these questions. Lamu says, now I use your to-do list after the video and it's a life changer. And I don't use my to-do list all the time. This is when I know, Megan had said, that if it's so many things happening all at once, this is sort of like my refresher. It's like, I've got a list here, I've got a list there, I've got things here, I've got things there. It's like, let's just put it all on one page. If it doesn't fit on one page, all right, if you even feel like you have to put it on another page, then you have too much. That's when you got to start to cull and just go, nah, I can't fit that one in this week. I'll leave that for the next week. So maybe put it on your calendar, things to look into January, okay? So one pager, bird's eye view, you go, oh, I've already to have too much on Thursday. If you already have too much on Thursday, don't put any more, because what will happen is if you put more, then you'll go, oh, I didn't do that, and then you'll feel bad about it, and then you'll procrastinate, and then you'll have self-doubt, and you'll have anxiety over it, right? So we need to make sure we are looking after ourselves. Just because it's on the to-do list doesn't mean it needs to get done today, needs to get done by us. We need to prioritize what is important to us. All right, fantastic questions, everyone. Thank you so much. I love that, Lamu, that you use my running to-do list. So the running to-do list is based on the Alistair method, where you write down your list in no particular order. It's like as if you're just brain dumping. And then once you've written it all down, only on one page, then that's when you go, all right, let's have a look. When can I do this? When can I assign this task? On a Monday, on a Tuesday, blah, 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 right? And so really, really important. Let's have a look. What's happening in our YouTube community? Good morning, Irene, the budgeting mama. Good morning, everyone. So, people budgeting mama Irene is on YouTube and on Instagram as well. So, if you are looking for some, inspiration, go check out her channel. And create scrapbooks. Hi, Marianne. What planner brand size are you using for 2025? Well, you must have seen my question, create scrapbooks. So my question of the day is, what size planner are you going to be using for 2025? Now, I am a hybrid planner because I think it's my need to keep the things novel, keep things fresh. So I do use A5 for the things that the bigger picture stuff is for A5 planner. And then for daily, I will use a personal, or I have been using, just a blank A6 lined notebook. So it's important that whatever planner you use, it needs to fit into your lifestyle. It needs to fit into your needs of the season. One month you may be really, really busy, and so you need a lot of pages and big planners. Another season where maybe if it's a school holiday, you're not doing much, you might just have an A5 planner. So with that question, create scrapbooks A5, so that hence I am uh, printing and hole punching my A5 planner pages. So the things I use it for are, the monthly stuff. So having my calendar, my weekly, my well-being planner pages. So that is all the tasks and routines that I need or I want to make sure that I am hitting, if not every day, as often as possible. So then that way I am looking after myself. I will be no good to anyone, whether for my family, for work, for friends, for anything, if I am not putting myself on top of the list. I have learned that it is not selfish, because I have seen myself burn myself out trying to, when I used to work outside of the home, what is it? Burn the candles on both ends. But now what actually happens is, if you go and put tasks and to-dos that is you centered, you are refreshed, you have energy. If you have burnt out, or if you're feeling emotionally, mentally, physically worn out, it'll help repair you, so then you can function a lot better. So putting things on your to-do list that is you is not selfish. Please, I have felt guilty, or I have felt like I would fall behind if I even if I just put 1 hour or half an hour of things for myself. But what I have found is, it actually, right, slowing down or taking a break is not going backwards, or it's not slowing you down. The analogy, if you hang around with me long enough, I'm going to be using a lot of analogies, right? The analogy is, it's like the slingshots. The slingshots back in the day, when you had the stick that is Y-shaped, and you'd put a rubber band, and then you'd get, you got the rocks. Of course, it's dangerous now. You shouldn't be doing that, right? But it's like the slingshot. Okay, so if you can imagine a slingshot, and if you don't pull back the rubber, that stone or that thing that you have there, its projection, it won't go too far, right? It'll just go, it'll just go, probably fall right where you are. But if you pull the slingshot back, so if you think of pulling the slingshot as you taking a step back, relaxing, maybe reading a book, giving yourself a nice hot bubble bath, going for a walk, meeting up with friends for coffee or dinner, crocheting, knitting, art, drawing, planning in your planner, right? What you're doing is you're looking after yourself, so you're setting back, not going backwards. stepping back, breathing, re-energizing, resting, napping, sleeping, eating, movement, right? And then when you've had that, what happens when you release it? It goes further. So now all the things that used to overwhelm you, all that tasks that you go, I can't make, I don't know what's going on. Suddenly you can make a decision so much faster, so much quicker. And you go, what? It took, like, I was anxious about making this decision or sending that email for like 2 days. But when I actually rested, all I needed to do was no, say no or not at the moment or whatever it is that you need to do can make that your cognitive thinking, all right? So your brain will function a lot better. You will be able to do things so it's not falling behind. It's not, putting yourself, a day behind. You will actually be able to get things done a lot better. So really, really important that you put yourself on top of your priority list. One of the things you should be putting on top of your list is things for you. All right, I'm just going to empty. So this We Are Memory Keeper, it's got the little thing at the backy. All right, and so I just like to do that, so then any little paper that gets stuck in the holes, because what happens is if you're not paying attention and you are hole punching away and this paper stuck in there, the paper won't go through the space here properly, and then you will be hole punching not in the right spot, and then tell you what, when that happens you go, oh, got to print out another one of those pages. And then if you have a printer that uses up a lot of ink, all that stuff that happens if you do print things at home yourself. So make sure, so back to the question about create scrapbooks, what planner so my A5 planner has these pages that I'm actually hole punching now. So I'm just going to hole punch and then go through it in a second. Has my well-being stuff, so things I need to do for myself so I am better equipped to do the tasks, the to-dos, pay the bills, the appointments, and all the things that need to do to function in the world. Okay, so A5, and then for my daily planner, because then I just want to just write down my time blocking. I will use a personal size planner. So personal size, or the last 2 months I have been using just an A6 notebook, but I'm moving away from the A6 for December, January. But let me see, let me show you. So the A6 was where I was doing my daily planning. Okay, because what happens is sometimes when we do get stuck in a certain planner, we get bored. We as humans like, novelty, different things. That's why we get attracted to shiny things. Squirrel, what's over there? That's why we're always, we're always looking over our neighbor's, analogy, of course. Neighbor's backyard. Is the grass greener on the other side? We're always wanting to know what's over there, what's over there. So personal size for daily planning. So then that way, I could just jot down, I sort of narrow things down. So I have bird's eye view for the month, and then narrow things down for a daily. So then that's all I got to concentrate today is my daily task. I don't have to worry about what's happening tomorrow until I need to. I don't have to worry about what happened yesterday. I just look at the stuff. So A5 for the big picture stuff, and then personal size, or the smaller size planner for more focused daily stuff. So I hope that answered your question. I know it took a while for me to get there, but I got there. Hello, Style by Odex, my hairdresser. Love the nails. Yes, this is Opalac gel nail polish. Oh, and I haven't moisturized. See, I don't use gloves when I wash the dishes and all that stuff, which is probably not good. But yes, so these are Opalac gel nail polish, and I think these colors were gifted to me by Opalac, because but I use them all the time. I've got all of this their gel nail polish. All right, so let's quickly double check the chat. I do appreciate you all being here. So we've got nails. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. Oh, hello there, Debbie. Nice to see you. Hi from Virginia. I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. So today, if you are just joining me live on Instagram or on YouTube, I am just hole punching my planner pages, A5 planner pages that I need to pop into my A5 ring planner for the new year. So these pages, I've got 3 sets of different what I have for my planner bundle pages. So these are, as early as I said, the bird's eye view of planning for the month. So I have 3 different types of planner bundle printable download that you can grab from my shop at mariannecresp.com. There we go. There is my the QR code. I have them available in A5, Happy Planner Classic, letter size, and some pocket and mini. But what I do with the planner bundle printable is I have all the pages that you need for your month, and I have 3 different style planner pages. So let me just quickly go through them. So this one I have, for those of you that have followed me, I used to bullet journal back in 2017. A5 Leuchtturm 1917 dotted planner pages, and so inspired by a lot of bullet journalers like Amanda Rach Lee. So you would create your planner pages from scratch. When I got into ring planners and then in particular A5 planner, sometimes I like to go back to bullet journal, Bujo style planner pages where it looks like I've created and hand drawn all the columns, the boxes, the rows. And so my planner bundle includes a calendar, it includes a habit tracker. So see, it's very hand drawn centric. So yes, it does take a lot more time than planning and embellishing it, but this is where I found only probably middle of 2023. Again, these are things I've discovered for myself and how much it has helped me mentally, my mental well-being, because I do get quite anxious thoughts, and sometimes I do get low thoughts and, intrusive thoughts. And so I have found that planning, and actually the art of planning, so that is embellishing my planner pages, has been a form of self-care. So I don't look at it as I have to, is that I get to. I get to plan my planner pages, pick out nice, colorful markers, and if you've got washi tapes and stickers, and drawing, whether you have dated planners or undated planners that's already pre-made, but coloring it in, writing down, your headings. It's a form of mindfulness. What does that mean? It helps you focus on the present moment. You're not worrying about what you said yesterday. Oh my God, what will they think? Or you're not worrying about the future. What if I don't make enough money? What will happen to my kids when they go to school? Blah, 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 blah. Right? All these things that just sometimes swirl inside our head over and over. Planning and embellishing your planner pages is a great form of you to focus on the now. It's like as if you're doing meditation or you're breathing, when you focus on breathing in, breathing out. When you're planning and embellishing your planner pages and you go, what color marker can I, highlight that with? What, pen should I use? What stickers and what washi tapes can I embellish my page? You having to focus on that point in time right now is a great mindfulness activity. So one of the things I like to do for my A5 is actually have like a bujo or bullet journal style planner pages where, yes, I do take a little bit more time to embellish it, to make it pretty, to make it colorful, because for me that is a great form of mindfulness. And guess what? It's a me time. It's mum's time. It's enjoyment time. It brings me joy. It helps motivate me. And guess what happens when your planner pages are pretty? You are more likely to use it because we love pretty things. That's the way our brain works. It's like, that's why beautiful flowers and, colorful animals get attracted with each other, right? And so it's the same way when it comes to our planner pages. So I have the bullet journal style planner bundle. So that has habit trackers, gratitude log, weekly setups. So you have vertical ones and you can create nice little doodles. I have a video that I made from last week, how to create that. So these are one of the planner pages that I like to set up, because from time to time, especially when it comes to busy seasons, I know I need something to focus on, something to just keep me in the present moment. So I normally use the the bullet journal planner printable download for April, which is Easter time. So then I get to draw all these cute Easter bunnies and Easter eggs and spring things. I also like to use my bullet journal planner printable for November, Halloween. So pumpkins, ghosts, cats, witches, candles, spiders, right? And I like to use them for Christmas. So like I said, here in Australia, it is summer. So my first week in this planner bullet journal is summer themed. So next week, if you tune into my live stream on my Monday, your Sunday, if you're in North America, I'm going to start doing Christmas doodles or Christmas theme weekly spreads. So that's one of the planner bundle printable downloads that I have to enjoy my planning session, because I now look at it as a form of self-care. Will this be saved? Cassandra says, yes, Cassandra, I will save it. And I am hoping too that I will do some what they call clip or repurpose some of the key moments that I know for me. Sometimes hearing someone else say things that you wouldn't otherwise think is a good tip or a good hack, or you don't, I never saw it that way. So every time I say, I use planning as a form of self-care, people go, oh, I've never thought of it that way. I just thought of it as I have to do, because I bought planners. I have a ring planner. I have disc-bound planners. I have, Hobonichis. I have passion planners. I have all these different planners that I think I just have to do it because, first of all, I have to plan, or I see other accounts do it. But a lot of people have told me that they've never seen planning, embellishing your planners, making it all pretty as a form of me time. You enjoy it. I enjoy it. I'll be 50 next month and I'm loving stickers and washi tapes, and I'm not too old, because you know why? Will you ever say to a guy, you go, oh, you're too old to play golf. You're too old to play, to be fishing, right? You're too old to be playing with cars and fast cars, right? Or no, we would never say that, right? Because that's a form of things they enjoy. That's their hobby. So for us who are lovers of planners and stationery, washi tape, stickers, markers, and all these different highlighters, I think it goes back to well, for me anyway, my younger years, when I was a teenager. And when I was a teenager, it was recession. Mum and dad couldn't afford these, frivolous spend on, those erasers that smell beautifully, or those Japanese washi stickers that I remember back in the Philippines. I remember it to this day. I would just love to, all those packs of stickers in those nice cellophane packages. I never could afford them or my parents could never afford them. So now, as a grown up, yes, you can play with stickers and washi tapes. Because why? Because it brings you joy. It's an intrinsic motivator, right? You need these things in your life to make you happy. Doesn't matter it's not for anyone else's eyes. All right, it's not, it doesn't matter whether they think it's a good thing or a bad thing. It's the thing that makes you happy, that brings you joy. So planning for me is a form of self-care. So I will have the what am I trying to say? The saved, as well as hopefully go and repurpose some of the key moments. You're very welcome. Create scrapbooks with regards to what planner or brand size are you using for 2025. Brand size will be, I used to be a Filofax ambassador, so which meant I got Filofax products, but I bought lots of Filofax way before I became one. And then 2024, I wanted to try some other ones, Hobonichi, but they do have a new personalized station where you can personalize your covers. So I think I'll do a video on that and see all the different steps on how to personalize planners, and you can add in your birthdays and special occasions on there. So I'll take you along when I go and do that. Not sponsored, it's just me wanting to be sticky, a sticky beak, and check out all these things. So let's quickly have a look. Let me know if you do have any questions. Of course, pop them in the Instagram comments or on YouTube live. And of course, please, if you are liking this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Not only does it tell me you're having a good time, but it also tells both Instagram and YouTube that, hey, what this lady's talking about, people are liking it. We might go and show it to other people who also like similar things, right? So hit that like button or double tap, whatever it is nowadays on Instagram, double tap it. So the other type of planner bundle printable I have, again, it has enough pages for you to have for the month, calendar, habit trackers, well-being, making sure you're putting tasks and habits and routines that's you centered, looking after yourself, doing the things that you enjoy, and doing the things that's supposed to be good for you, all these things that I'm only learning into, my 49th year on earth, that all the things that they tell you, you're supposed to eat well, you're supposed to sleep well, you're supposed to add movement into your day, blah, 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 right? And you go, yeah, whatever. I'll sleep when I'm dead. I'll rest when I'm tired. But wow, it does, the domino effect it has on your mental well-being and your anxiety and your self-doubt and all the limiting beliefs, and then wanting to compare yourself to some others, or having that fear of, what will they think? Will they judge me? Will they laugh at me? What will people think? I think one of my plannerettes communities, like she thought she was too old for stickers, and I think she was only in her 30s, so still very, very young, right? But she was going, oh, I thought I was too old. So I have two versions of planner bundle. I have a version 2 and a version 3. So probably the only difference is the setup of the well-being planner spread. So let me just show you. So it's a little bit, one is a little bit more minimalistic, all right? So this was the original one that I created when I first started planning in A5 planner. So morning journal, again, plenty of I'll pop it in the description, plenty of YouTube videos that I go through where I'm doing my plan with me and explain how each and every one of these help me with my own well-being. So you've got, this is the version 2, and then the version 1. See how it's a little bit, the page is a little bit cleaner, as in not a lot of columns and lines. And so that's version 1, version 2, and then again version 2. No, start again, Marianne. That's the version 2. This is the version 3. So it's just how aesthetically how you like to have your planner pages. That's all it is. That's the only difference. And now where am I putting this? Okay, so again, if you do want to, if you are planning your 2025 planner pages and you do already have an A5 or you are considering A5, you have Happy Planner Classic, or you have a letter size, which is the 8.5 by 11 inches. I'm in Australia. The most popular size is A4, and so I just cut it in half and make A5 paper. But in North America and other parts of the world, letter size, which is 8.5 by 11 inches, is the more popular one. Again, you can buy my printable download from my shop at maryanncresp.com. You have the QR code there. Go and screenshot, take a photo. That'll lead you to my collections page, and then you can just choose which planner size that you have. All right, so I've got the 3 version. The reason why I printed them is probably for January. I am going to continue using the bullet journal style because I like the summer theme, and it's my birthday month, so I'm probably going to put, champagne glasses, of course, in the new year, maybe fireworks or whatever it is, but then continue the summer theme doodles, or maybe continue some self-care, because I said it the other day on my plan with me, maybe I can make, doodles of skincare products like brushes, makeup. So whatever it is, if you want to start being creative or adding some beautiful drawings, again, a great form of self-care. So let's quickly double check. Is there any new comments in the chat? No, hello. Oh, hello there, Angela. Peeking through in those little eyes of yours. How are you? Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you so much being here. All right, so I showed you how you can hole punch using this adjustable memory keeper hole puncher. But like I said, for a long while when I started Ring Planner, I didn't have this because I think back in the day it was quite pricey. I think the price now has gone down a little bit more, I guess, with other brands bringing in their own versions of adjustable hole punch. So of course competition, brings the prices down. But back in the day, I'm going, oh, I can't afford one of those things. And so for a long time, I'm just trying to see how I'm going to do this. I didn't have, oh no, I'm going to just have to use one of my planner pages. I didn't have an adjustable hole punch. So you can still hole punch your planner pages. I'm just going to use a piece of paper using either a single hole punch or even one of those double hole punch, and you just sort of like flip it upside down. So what you would do is, if you already have, of course, a Ring planner, they would normally already have printables in there that's been hole punched. So what you need to do, so let's pretend, I'm just going to pretend this doesn't have a hole punch, okay? We'll pretend this is your planner page that you've just printed. You're going to start printing your own planner page at home, and you go, but Marianne, I don't have any of those adjustable hole punch, and I can't buy one because I just can't justify it at the moment, because you don't know whether you're going to stick to Ring planners, right? So what you do is you will use the planner page that comes with the printable, so the planner that you purchased, and use these holes that's already been punched in there. So we're going to pretend these are the same size, okay? So bear with me. I don't have one right next to me. No, all right. So we'll pretend, okay? So let's say this is the same size as this. You've just printed your planner pages like I did. You don't have an adjustable hole punch. All you do is you grab yourself a pencil, and you're going to use these holes that's already been pre-made as a template. All right, so see how I've just placed this one without the holes right underneath? Oh my God, Journal, super excited. Hello. Okay, and then you would just grab your pencil and make those markings. All right, so there's the pre-hole, the punched one already. You use the holes to create these little pencil markings, and You can buy these, you know, hole puncher things, single ones, and there's many different ones. I did have one. I don't know where I put it. I had this cute little one that I used for a long, long time. So we had this for my son's homeschooling, because not only does it help with his when we had to teach him how to hold the pencil and build his handwriting muscle, right? And I don't think these are really sharp because we would hole punch laminated sheet, but new one of these would be good. And then you can also get your normal hole punch, you know, that just have the double. Take the little plastic thing at the hand that catches the hole punch, turn it upside down, and then what you would do, like this one here, right? So there's the hole of the hole punch. You would slide that in, so then you can align. See how the pencil, let me see. See, there's the pencil marking, and you would, I'm trying to see if I can do this while looking at the camera, right? And then you would just align that, and you would go punch. Remember this one is an old one, so hopefully yours will be sharper than mine. But we'll pretend that's come off, okay? Pretend. All right, so depending on how sharp your, there we go. Depending on how sharp your hole punch is, you might do 2 pages at a time. And then look, you didn't need to have this fancy, don't rip it like I did, by the way. You don't need to have a fancy hole punch. You can just grab these for, how much are they? $1, $2 at the, you know, dollar store or whatever. And so you would use it. You would make pencil markings, align it. So once again, for those of you just joining, right? So what you would do, you get your printed planner pages. Use a page that already has hole punch, and then make the pencil markings. Use that as the guide for your single hole punch or your double hole punch. Now, yes, it does take, you know, having to do this one at a time, but, and remember, yours will hopefully be sharper than mine. If it isn't, just grab your scissors and just cut it. Much better than I am at the moment, but for just demonstration purposes, okay? And then you can do that. And yes, I did this individually for about 2 years, right? I'd print planner pages, I'd print them, I'd line them up, I'll either bulldog clip them so then they don't slip and slide, and then just make the pencil marking, use this as a guide, single hole punch or the double hole punch, and then you have made your own hole punching, and you are not having to need one of this. Does it take more time? Yes. But if money is not available yet, or maybe you can create a sinking fund and save up for it, you know, put $5 a week, $10 a week, whatever. And then if you're not sure yet whether you're going to be using ring planners for your 2025 planner, this is a good start, you know. And you can buy so many different ring planners out there nowadays at a more affordable price until you start to know, you know what, I do like A5 ring planners. I do like personal size ring planners. I'm going to, you know, later down the road invest on a, you know, a pretty one, a leather one, whatever it is. But those are my planner pages. Now, what if you have what's called the disc-bound planners? And I think the popular ones are the happy planners, if I am correct. You can also buy my printable download. I have Happy Planner Classic size too. I don't forget about you. Now, where is, oh, okay. Ooh, there is a huge, I don't know what other brand, if there are other brands, but this is the Happy Planner hole punch. So this will hole punch the letter size, Happy Planner Classic size, and mini size. Again, it is a splurge, but if you do choose Happy Planner, what do you call it? Happy Planner planners as your type of planner, this is the big letter size, okay? So here you can see I also have the printables available for the letter size. So if you like your writing is a lot bigger, or you like bigger planner pages, and of course if you have the desk room or the kitchen space to have this, because you want to make sure your planner is visible most of the time, because if it's on a shelf or if it's in a drawer, You're less likely to use it. And then you go, oh, I forgot, I wonder why I forgot to do that, or why am I feeling overwhelmed and not doing my task? It needs to be visible, because if it's not obvious, you're less likely to use it. So this is the letter size. There's also Happy Planner Classic and I think Mini. Okay, so this I had purchased, you know, just so then I could show that you can also buy my printable for this size. So once again, and so these ones I did use this hole punch. Okay, so for those of you who want to know where you can get these, I have them saved in my Amazon storefront. There's the QR code. So these would be under stationery tools, as in like the list. So that's where it's available, or you can check my link in my bio, or the description below. Okay, so again, maybe a little bit pricier if you're new to planning and you're not sure yet which type of planner you like. You don't need to have this one either, because you can still hole punch for happy planners or disc-bound planners with a single one. How, you ask? Well, I'm so glad you asked. We will start again with this one. We'll just cut this and use this as our it's not even straight, but this is what you do. You plan and go live, and just, you know, plan on the go. Okay, so that would be the original there's two there. That would be the original disc bound punch. So you go, oh, how do I do that with that? Well, I'm glad you asked. Okay, so once again, just the same way, you will use the already hole punched one as your template. So you would go and pencil mark what I call the mushroom hole punch. Let me show you. Okay, can you see? It's like a little smiley face. So that's where the top of the round, and then that's where you would cut the slit. So the slit is a little bit wider because of the rings or the discs. So if you only cut you know, a single line like this, instead of making it thicker, let's say like this, then it won't the page won't turn properly around the disc. Okay, so let me quickly have a look. Have we got any new have we got any new comments? Are we having a good old chat in the comments, or just watching silently? So Bagay Bagya Kulal, oh my God, journal, super excited. Thank you. It's a shame I don't see the Instagram thing on. All right, so the way you would do it, where did I put it? Yeah. Oh, it's the actual paper. All right, so to create hole punch for your disc bound using a single hole punch is you would do exactly the same way. You would line up the hole to the top of that round. Okay, so you would go, I'm trying to see if I can do this so where you can see what I see there. All right, okay, you'll probably do this better because you will look at it straight on rather than from the top. Again, my single hole punch is not the best because we do use it a lot for our homeschooling, hole punching thicker paper. Okay, so you made the hole, and then what you would do is you then would cut these little slit. Okay, so let's do two more. I'll just do this very quickly. And yes, hopefully your single hole punch that you buy will be a lot sharper than ours, because I don't use it anymore. But I think one of the ways to sharpen a hole punch like this is to go and hole punch some foil, aluminium foil. That will help sharpen the edges of the punch. Okay, so with our single hole punch like this, we are able to create little hole punch on our planner pages that would mimic the mushroom hole punch that you would need to be able to pop your planner page in disc bound planner like this. And let's watch. I'm going to take my desk is getting too full. I'm just going to take this bit off so we can place it nicely. Okay, so those are the hole punches that we created with a single hole punch, using pre-made hole punch as our little template, and let's see if it works. Boop, 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 and you have to make that noise when you pop it in. There you go. Look. Da-da-da-da-da. And you didn't need to buy a fancy hole punch like this one if you are not yet sure whether a disc-bound planner is one you would like, or if if you can't afford one like that yet, because they can't, if being a planner enthusiast, stationery enthusiast, it can add up a bit of, you can get fall down that rabbit hole of wanting to buy everything that you see. All right, so what do we have today? If you've just joined in, hello, nice to see you here. I'm Marianne, and I was hole punching my planner pages that I was missing for the rest of my 2025 lineup. I'm just cleaning as I go. Very, very important. It's so funny. My desk is clean as I go, but my bedroom is a mess. It was only yesterday that I actually put all my laundry clothes away into their spots, but I had them on top of my dresser for a very, very long while. All right, let's go have a look. Let's go. Are we all still here? Right, so we've hole punched my A5 planner pages. I have 3 different planner bundle that I will be using for the month of January, February, and March. So I already have them set. I already also hole punched Polaroid's tracker that I will be using to note down my YouTube followers. So if you haven't yet subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you're on Instagram, you can visit me over here, over there, on my YouTube channel. Easy, at Marianne Cresp. All right, and you can also shop my printable download over there, my at mariannecresp.com. So lots and lots. And of course, if you did enjoy my live today, please make sure to give it a thumbs up or double tap for the heart. It tells me you are enjoying the content that I'm making, and hopefully I get to make more when I've slept. And I will tell both YouTube and Instagram that you are liking my content. All right, so my YouTube followers, let's have a look. Hello, nice to see you. It doesn't show the pinky, hanging pinky, but thank you so much for joining me here. I appreciate you. So here we go. Let's have a look. What else have we got here? And so, but yeah, so that's the pinky hand waving. Thank you. All right, so the Polaroid to track my YouTube subscribers, my to-do list. I keep a few of these handy for when I do feel overwhelmed and my task and my to-do list are all everywhere. I've got post-it notes, I've got list here, a list there, list everywhere. Okay, this keeps me back on track, keeps all my things in one page. And then I also printed out my Wheel of Life goals tracker for 2025, but I normally do my goals a month at a time, and I will be popping that in my A5 Filofax Pop Organiser. So at the moment I am in my Pop Organiser in the color Clover. So as you can see here, I have my December goals. So my goals for December for mental is just read or learn for 10 minutes. Physical, walk 10 to 15 minutes on my walking pad, and just 10 to 15 minutes of a workout that's, get my cardio up. My spiritual is meditate, using my Headspace app. Family is cleaning, because at the moment the rest of the household is a mess. So I'll make sure that I'm cleaning that, because a cluttered environment does also affect your mental capacity, because if your place is a mess, you'll get angry, you'll get socks on the floor, towels on the floor, blah blah blah. Financial is track our expenses. Career for me is my content creation. Make sure I show up on here, both either on Instagram or on Facebook, and in my newsletter, blog, in my planner community more often than not. And then making sure that I am connecting with my loved ones, family, friends, whether it's DM, FaceTime, meeting up in real life, or texting, because it's important to have that connection with your loved ones. Your community is as important to you, because our brain, the way our brain functions, is we have the need to be part of a community. That's why sometimes, though, it can get us in trouble, because for us content creators, we're chasing the likes, we're chasing the comments, we're chasing the algorithm. And then if it doesn't show up, we start to internalize that and think that, oh, they mustn't like me. What's wrong with me? And that is why it's so important to connect outside, if you are a content creator, outside of the social platforms, and making real connections with your loved ones. And just sometimes a simple emoji heart to let a friend know that you are thinking about them not only helps them know that you are thinking about them, but it gives you that happy feeling that you are letting your friend know that you are there. And same thing with my family. I'll text them, how's it going? Just a simple how's it's going. If they don't answer, that's okay, because they're busy too, but at least they will know, all right? They will know that I am there for them, that if and when they need me, I am there for them. So really important, that connection and just that sense of being and belonging, is helps your overall well-being. So those are part of my December goals. And again, earlier I said you don't have to have this many goals, and I have written them down because they're all very simple. 5-10 minutes that I can do, if not every day. The goal is not to be 100% on all of this each and every day. But if you do see that, hey, you'll be neglecting your physical well-being, and you wonder why your jeans don't fit, or why you're feeling sluggish and lethargic, and not having the energy, it's because you haven't been. So maybe next week you might add a little bit of walking, right? Hey, you're feeling anxious and you're thinking all these different things that could go wrong. Maybe you should need to put some mindfulness in your week. So maybe enjoying planning in your planner without any disruption. Okay, so that's my wheel of life. So let me just pop that in there. Do let me know if you have any question for me while I am putting these things aside. Any questions, let me know, or you can always DM me on Instagram, or if you are watching this on the replay, you can always just add your comment in the comment section. And so let me just add this. Again, I will be doing a full planner flip through of my A5 planner and all the different planner pages that I have in here, why I'm using them, and how it helps me really keep myself in check and not overwhelm myself, because I get so overwhelmed, I get so anxious. I remember someone saying, when they ask, what do you do? And, I say, I plan. And then they say, oh, you must be really, really organized. And I say, no, I am not. That is why I plan, because I am all over the place. I could be gung-ho, for the next 3 days. And then after that, sit on the couch doing nothing, right? So my planning and my planner pages help me get back on track. And if you watch Friends, with the couch and the pivot, like Ross, Chandler, and Rachel trying to put the couch around a tight stairs, and it's about pivoting. It's about making tiny little movements and making tiny little changes at a time for you to get through the tough corners, to get through the tough times. What am I doing now? Right? So really, really important that Don't overwhelm yourself with too many things all at the same time, because that's when you're going to drop the ball. Okay. Oh, hello there, my friend Jennifer, the Creative Classroom. Hi there, how are you? So if you are a content creator and you want to know how to use the platform or the software or the tool called Canva, which is what a lot of the content creators use to create thumbnails, to create pretty overlays, to create pretty text, pretty graphics. Jennifer, the Creator Classroom, is your friend when it comes to how to navigate the Canva. She is a Canvassador, so she is well versed, and her niche or topic is focused on as a content creator and how to use it. Starkiss says, do you have a VODs channel where you post all your live video? Yes, I do. Why? It should be all in the so all the live, if you go, of course you're coming from the YouTube, so make sure you go and click on my channel. I have the live are all there. I do have video on demands where it's a shorter form, where quick, short, sharp benefits and features of the different things. And so I am a one-woman band. I do not have an editor. I edit this all myself. I create all these things all myself. And majority of the time, I want to do so many different things. And see, this is where I get overwhelmed. So I want to make sure that I, do my best. So live stream for me is a lot easier because I don't have to edit. But I know I want to do, and a few of my subscribers have already appreciated that I have edited my long form live streams into highlights or bite size, because I know not everyone can hang around with me for an hour or so, but I want to make sure that it's there. So yeah, Starkist, go and check my YouTube channel. There is the live tab of all the different things. So I, plan as I go, but then there are also video on demand where I talk about the features and benefits of why I use certain things, why I do certain things in my planning, as well as different planners and stationery. So I do appreciate, yes, you can find me there. And if you haven't yet subscribed, make sure you do, because it's really important, and hit that bell to get notified of when I do upload new videos. And so but very, very important. So here's the thing, okay, keep calm. 2025, what normally it does is it brings on a lot of anxiety that you have to have everything sorted, wrapped up, closed off for December and start 2025 fresh. No. Okay, don't put that pressure on yourself. Take it easy. It's okay to be a day behind, a week behind in your planning, as long as one of the top priority on your list has something to do with you, looking after yourself. If planning is something you enjoy, make that as part of your self-care time. Now, if you do want to try out some of my planner printable and you go, I don't know if I want to do A5, or I do have freebies, and I have lots of freebies you can take advantage of. I'll tell you, if you haven't yet signed up to my newsletter, free email newsletter, you are missing out, because I create planner cover pages. I have, what else do I have in there? I have 35 daily affirmations to say to yourself each morning, to swap out those negative thoughts. So if you are me, who are very much a lot of the times thinking a lot of the negative things, sign up to my freebies. There's the QR code that'll lead you to a sign up form, and then once you sign up, I will send probably give it a minute or two, the system will send you a welcome email with a link to my free printable download, as well as a welcome 15% off discount code for your first purchase. So if you haven't yet purchased anything from me and you want to trial out, they're affordable, and the great thing is, once you downloaded it, it's yours forever. So really, really important. So let's quickly have a look. Starkiss says, I love the lives. It shows the whole process and really helps my friends and I. Thought I did find you in the shorts, lol. Thank you for doing all this. You are amazing. Oh, Starkiss, thank you so much. This is the first time I've seen your name, so do let me know if you want to, of course, what your first name is. It makes it a little bit more personalized, but it's okay. I can call you Star because because of course you are a star, and mwah, Starkiss. Yes, vertical lives. So this is part for those of you who just want to have a little bit of info about, and hey, if you want to be a content creator yourself, the vertical live, so that is this form, because a lot of things now are this forms. Instagram, Reels, TikTok, Shorts are vertical instead of the landscape. Vertical lives get shown on the Shorts feed. All right, so if you're scrolling through your shorts on YouTube, you will find people like me who are going live, and so it'll get shown. And then, of course, let me see if this works. I've got a new little. Let me see if this works. Okay, I think it's up here. Up here. Right, there will be 3 dots, 1, 2, 3 dots. So if you click on that, that is where you'll find the like button. So because at the moment, I guess YouTube is trying to figure out the best way. So if you go up here, there will be doot, doot, doot. So click on that, and when you click on that, that is where you will find the like button, and I think it might have the subscribe button too, so make sure you do click on that. But after this live, once I finish the live stream, this live will live in my live tab. Whew, say live so many times, okay? And then that's where you can follow me and see all the things. So I will be doing weekly scheduled lives, but I will also be doing a lot of impromptu lives because I do stuff as I go. And before I will just do it, and then I'll go, oh, maybe I'll take a photo, maybe I'll take a little bit video. But why not take you along and, hang out with me at the same time? So really, really important. All right, let's have a look. Anyone else on Instagram? If you have any questions, let me know. Or forever hold your peace. I will have this on replay on Instagram and of course on YouTube. Let me double check. Have I got everything? I think that is it. And again, all right, keep calm, plan on. Enjoy the planning process because it's really, really important. What's those lines that it's, it's not a wish. What is it? A wish without a plan is no, a wish. Oh, see, I can't. Whatever the quote is it's not any good if you don't write it down. Writing down, whether physically on planner, physical planners, or even digital, it helps you retain the information and keeping your planner pages pretty. My lips are all dry. I just realized. Keeping your lips pretty. Keeping your planner pages pretty with embellishments will make you more likely than not use it. And we love pretty things and making things colorful. So I do appreciate you. Thank you so much for joining me. And if you haven't yet liked, followed, subscribed, whatever it is, I would really appreciate it. I'll see you all next time. Bye, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye.